Money glitches. We've all done them at some point. Don't lie. A couple of weeks ago, I made a video encouraging you guys not to do money glitches when GTA 6 comes out. And I'm still standing by that. Now bear in mind, this is coming from someone who has made way too much money from money glitches in GTA 5 Online. So today, I'm going to answer the question, was it worth it doing money glitches in GTA 5 Online? As I said, I think it's fair to say we've all done the odd money glitch here or there. The game's bloody 10 years old for Christ's sake. But in my case, I did it a lot, like way too much. Especially in the earlier years of GTA Online. Now before we get to whether I think it was worth it or not to win money glitches, first we need to talk about why I, and I'm sure many of you, actually did money glitches in GTA 5 Online. Now obviously it's quite simple why we did money glitches. Like in the earlier days of playing GTA Online, it was way too hard to make money. Like way too hard. This was on purpose though, right? You know, Rockstar are selling shark cards, and how do they incentivize people to buy shark cards? They make it way too hard to make money the legit way on GTA Online. No one had the time to grind out so many missions just to afford one car. Like I remember the grind it took just to be able to afford the Edda. And if you had the Edda, you were a top G.
Well, what color's your Bugatti?
Now, as a 12-year-old when this game came out, there's no way I had the money to buy shark cards. And even if I did, I don't think I would have with how cheap I am in real life.
Money!
But hey, when you're as cheap as I am, naturally, you find a way to get ahead. So it wasn't until a day or two after GTA Online launched that I'd found out about the first money glitch that was discovered. Oh boy, this was a goodie. Sell your most expensive car, quickly go to the Rockstar game store, then leave the store, and you keep the car and the money it was sold for. Literally, as easy as it got. This was the first glitch I remember doing in GTA Online. With how easy these glitches were back then, it's no wonder these glitches were so popular. You could make so much money so quickly. Comparatively, for the amount of money you'd get from these glitches, it would cost a lot of money to get the same amount of money you got in game just from shark cards. So as to why I did money glitches, it fast-tracked my way to being able to afford all the crazy stuff that Rockstar was adding to GTA Online with all their DLCs. All the expensive properties, businesses, vehicles, and other DLC that were being added over time. But I think the issue with these money glitches was, I would take it too far. With how these glitches were and how much stuff there was to buy on online, I knew Rockstar would only just increase the price every update with all the stuff there was to buy. So I'd take this into account and I'd just overdo the money glitches to make sure every time they dropped a DLC, old Bobby Boy had the money and I could buy all the expensive stuff that would get added later in all the future DLCs. I think this was the point where it may have got just a tiny bit overkill, just a little bit. Like with all the new ways to make money that were being added to GTA Online, you know, heists, CEO, motorcycle club stuff. At least at that point, you could actually make a decent amount of money for the time you were putting in. It did get easier. So in some respects, I do have some regrets for sure. I think what I should have done is I should have just made enough money from the money glitches I did to get myself some good businesses like the CEO warehouse. But bear in mind, the warehouse was still a massive grind, the CEO warehouse when that came out. That would take a bloody long time to fill up those warehouses. And it was a little bit tedious, it was. But then there were the other businesses, like the biker businesses. I quite enjoyed doing that. See, this is where I should have stopped with the money glitches. At least there, I could have got the businesses. I would have had enough money to actually grind the game legitimately from there, using those businesses. And then there's other ways of making money like heists. That was so much fun and it was such a great way to make money with your mates online. Don't get me wrong, it did have its moments. It was getting on the verge of breaking friendships for sure with how much your mate would struggle in simple tasks. Like just don't die for Christ's sake. But before heist did come along, it was way too imbalanced with the time you'd have to spend to make some decent money. As it was all just contact missions that got so boring and tedious, just repetitive. Like, I would hate to see how many times I've played Rooftop Rumble. But I was devoted to the grind. I did play it quite a bit. But I can only imagine it just would have been way worse if I didn't do any money glitches. So I'd say from the moment that the OG heist came out in 2015, this probably would have been the point where I just should have stopped doing money glitches and just played the game legit. But why? Why at this point? Well, the grind is more enjoyable when the money has more value to it. This is actually something I touched upon in the video I made a couple weeks ago, talking about not doing money glitches in GTA 6. Basically, if you've already got everything in the game and have money, the grind is pointless. It just becomes boring and there's no purpose behind it. This is probably where I could have enjoyed the game a lot more if I just played legit. If you play the game legitimately, the grind means something to you. That car you can finally purchase from all the grinding you've done, it holds a lot more value to you because of the work you did to get it. Just like in real life. Now, there were some fun parts of money glitching, of course there were. Some of the money glitches were actually pretty fun to do themselves. The ones I do with friends were actually pretty fun, especially the difficult ones that required you to have perfect timing and precision. It got pretty competitive. This made it a bit of a challenge or a grind in itself. Being the first out of your mates to get the timing down on a glitch, it was like a competitive challenge or a race to see who could crack the timing first. And then that person would have their whole garage filled up with allergies. What also made money glitches fun for me was being able to buy all the DLC stuff as soon as it came out. Man, I was the favourite of the friend group here. I'd always be the one to buy everything that came out, then let my friends test out the cars and whatnot so they could see if it was worth it for them to buy. Because let's be real, there was some silly stuff that was added to DLCs over the years. Like, what is the purpose of buying a tugboat? Can someone tell me, please? I mean, there's so many examples I can think of, like the yacht. Everyone bought a yacht back when it came out, but no one uses a yacht today. Like, there'll be the odd couple for sure, but it's just useless. It just sits there, you know? Privacy prevention was good enough for a couple missions, and then no one really cared about it. No one would come and invade your yacht. This made it good, because my friends could just test out all the stuff I'd buy, see what was actually worth buying, and then they could make a decision if they wanted to buy it or not. I was basically like a salesman, letting you take the car for a test drive, but I didn't care if you bought it or not. There was no pressure. So yeah, this was a fun part of doing money glitches for sure. I felt like the king of GTA. There's a good chance a lot of you who did money glitches did it the better way and didn't overdo it. And for that, you are smart. But I think I definitely would have enjoyed the game a lot more, especially in its second half of its life, if I had actually played legit and didn't have too much money. Because at this point there were so many new ways to make money, but it didn't even excite me. I wasn't excited to play it. I'd already felt like I'd completed the game. Online was done for me. So as a result, I don't completely regret doing money glitches in GTA 5 Online, especially as back then the money glitches did not pay anywhere near as much money as they do now. Where I do regret it is when I was saving up for future DLCs in 2015 and later. I think this was when it got too far. I definitely just should have stopped and played legit with no glitched money around 2015, as that's when the grinding got fun and was much more worth it. Again, Heist is a great example of this. Don't get me wrong though, I've had so much fun playing this game. It has been my favourite game ever since it came out, and I still play it to this day. But when GTA 6 comes out, things will be different. I plan to take it easy and not overdo it.
I doubt it.
I'm not going to say I won't do money glitches, because knowing Rockstar and what they did with GTA 5 Online when it first released, no one has got that much time or lack of things to do that they can grind for so long for so little money. Most of us have jobs. We don't have the time to be playing the game 24/7 just to make some mediocre money. What I plan to do is make enough from money glitches if I need to. This is so I can actually get a foot in the door with future businesses when they come out, because they'll probably require a decent amount of money to start with. In an ideal world, I would like to say I won't do any money glitches and grind legit from the start, but come on, there's no way it'll be easier to make money on GTA 6 than GTA 5. If anything, it only makes sense for Rockstar to make it harder, more shark card sales, right? But who knows, time will tell, we'll have to wait till the game comes out. But those are my final thoughts on money glitches, and if it was worth it. I want to know from you guys though, when was your first ever money glitch? Like, when did you first start it? What was the money glitch? And do you regret doing it? I'd love to know. Drop it in the comments below. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, it would mean a lot to me if you subscribed to the channel and gave the video a like. I'm aiming to hit 5k subs before July, so that would help me out so much. But as always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time, and I will see you in the next one.